If you're tired of hearing the right is crazy when it's the left gunning people down. If you've grown weary of hearing white folks are bad and they're abusing the blacks and browns. If you're tired of listening to the media lies, it's time to wake up, patriot, and open others' eyes. Wake up, patriots, and grab your gun. Let's stand our ground, let's have some fun. It's time to remove the crazies, hop the phone crack. It's time to all stand up and take our nation back. If it makes you mad, they've like to stop the steal, where Republicans are the majority, but still they fail. Then might I suggest you get off your duff and put an end to this leftist stuff. Cause they're only winning when we have no voice. It's time to rise up and make some noise. We need an FBI that can be trusted. It's time the whole Obama crowd all gets busted. Wake up, patriots, and grab your gun. Let's stand our ground, let's have some fun. It's time to remove the crazies, hop the phone crack. It's time to all stand up and take our nation back. Trixie, Sean, and Mark on Wake Up Patriots, or Patriots After Dark. While you're listening there, you will have some fun, but you'll also learn how to get it done. Just read the comments, meet some friends, cause we've got a battle going on. Wake up, patriots, and grab your gun. Let's stand our ground, let's have some fun. It's time to remove the crazies, hop the phone crack. It's time to all stand up and take our nation back. Don't just stand there and watch the nation tumble. Go to Wake Up Patriots, it's there on Rumble. And maybe toss some change in the cup. And don't forget to give a big thumbs
up for Wake Up Patriots.
So wake up, patriots, and get her done. Do it for your daughter, do it for your son. It's for our kids, we must turn things back. It's time for action and not just smack.
It's Frisky Friday. Hello, everybody. Whoops, where's my... There you are. Yeah.
Good morning. No, my coffee mug was filling in for me.
Yeah, I like that. Monkey was for Denise because she has to get up so early to watch us. 4 o'clock. Was it 4 or 4:30 in the morning? She gets up to catch us.
Yep.
Yeah, good for her. And she was in chat early this morning. So good job, Denise. Thanks for showing.
Can you no echo today? How you guys like that? I got earbuds in. See.
No echo.
Yeah, it's true. That's what StreamYard said. Had to have earbuds in to prevent the echo. So, and I don't know.
Yeah. Watch this.
I know, but they pop out of my ears. They drive me nuts.
I got a new microphone. Got my Echoless earbuds here.
I got a new microphone coming today, and speakers and some other shit. So now we'll see what happens after today. But I got buds in. So
breaking news: Denise is now a monthly supporter.
Oh, good. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Thanks, Denise. Yeah, and she only woke up early this morning. She brought her checkbook.
Oh, she said she'll take a nap later. Yeah, I get that one. I know I have to take a nap sometimes too after dealing with George. I'll tell you. So, so let's see. Ready for the Bible verse?
Yep.
The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in him, and he helps me. My heart leaps for joy, and with song I praise him. And that's Psalm 28:7. And let's see. Let's rock and roll over to the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, Trixie, what do you got today?
Oh, I got lots of stuff today. So there was a lot of stuff going on yesterday. We had all that Stephen Miller and the birthright citizenship and everything. And when Trump was signing those executive orders, George and I were talking, and I was telling him, before they said it, I said, that makes it a good thing to revisit at the Supreme Court, because they're all going to file lawsuits against it and try to litigate it as soon as that thing is signed. But he came out with all the good reasons and stuff. I thought that was a really good press conference and everything yesterday.
Yeah,
Well,
see how much of it works.
He has plenty of lawyers that gives them all these ideas. I mean, they're constantly about the Constitution and everything, how to get around stuff. So I think it's very important. So pretty cool.
Yeah,
that he's doing it that way.
Yeah, well, that's what they do and everything. So maybe part of the playbook was, a chance to revisit that and everything. But then they were saying that some of the states or something might be able to do something about that too. But I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah,
but
they can leave it up to the individual. Today is Purple Heart Day. I can read you a little bit about that if everybody's interested or want to wait a while.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Well,
we got a fun-filled hour and a half.
It's amazing how Facebook does its shit. Today is Purple Heart Day. Purple Heart Day is observed every year on August 7th, which I'm glad they didn't change it to make it a weekend. It honors the brave U.S. service members who have been wounded or killed in combat history and meaning. George Washington, on August 7th, 1782, General George Washington created the first award. It was called the Badge of Military Merit, the oldest award. It is the oldest military award still given to the soldiers today. The new medal, the award, was brought back and named the Purple Heart in 1932. The meaning, the purple color on the medal, stands for the blood of those who suffered or died for our country. How people observe the day: say thank you to, if you see someone that has a lot of veterans put that pin on a lot of times, and just say thank you for your service, appreciate your sacrifice. And if you want to know more about it, you could visit. There's a memorial out there in Washington, D.C. about the National Purple Hearts Hall of Honor. Yeah, it's the point of information.
Yeah. Well, thanks, George. I almost feel bad about it, but I wasn't even aware that there was a Purple Heart Day. I mean, obviously know what a Purple Heart is and understand the honor and the award, but I never knew there was a specific Purple Heart Day. So see there, you filled my quota, George. I always want to learn one thing at least every day that I didn't know when I woke up.
Well, if you don't, I used to tell the apprentices, if you didn't learn something today, it's a wasted day. Like all the information that they would learn and stuff like that. I think it was very important to let the kids know, well, they were apprentices before they became a mechanic. So I was always thinking, the best one is when we used to tell the apprentice, go down and get a left-handed drill. And they would go down. They had a guy downstairs, like say on the floor.
I just got it. I just got it.
Oh, but these kids were great. So what happens is we had a guy that's called the locker pub, which is the guy that's in charge of all the supplies and the screwdrivers if they needed anything, or drills, hammer drills and all that stuff. So the kid goes down there. The kid would go down and ask the pub for the left-handed drill. So the kid goes down there and he asks the guy and he says, hold on. So actually the guy would put a sign up, left-handed drill and right-handed drill. So now when he pulls it off the shelf, the kid actually thinks it's a left-handed drill. So he would come up, and you put it in your left hand, you use the drill, and then put it in your right hand and use the drill. And then the kid feels like an ass.
That's like they do the same thing in Major League Baseball. You notice that they got the left-handed bat rack and the right-handed bat rack.
Yeah. But it's funny, the stuff we used to pull on these kids. Yeah.
Well, my grandpa got a Purple Heart, and so did. Ooh, I just missed it. I just seen it. Somebody else's grandpa got one too in World War II. Hang on. Who was it?
I'm looking.
Oh, come on. I'm going back up. Oh, Tammy.
Teogi.
Yeah, her grandpa got one. My grandpa got his eye shot out, so he got one. And I don't know what her grandpa got one for, but she'll put it in chat and then we'll know.
What do you call? Well, we got to go over that one time. But the 13 folds of the flag, the way it folds it up too, it looks like it's the shape of, like the triangle, but it actually was folded in the shape of George Washington's hat that he wore when they did the first one and stuff. A lot of history out there.
Oh, Denise's grandpa died in World War II.
Yeah, then they would give you either the Purple Heart, either for the ultimate sacrifice, or and the what do you call of both. So
yeah, well, my grandpa got his eye shot out, and then he wouldn't wear the glass eye, and then he'd take his eyelid and go like this, and so show you the empty socket for shock value. It was gross. I don't know why he would do that, but he did it. I guess that's part of coming back.
I've got a friend with a glass eye, and I hope he's not watching right now, but he got a glass eye ever since he was a little kid. He had some kind of like crazy cancer in one eye, and when he was like 2 years old, and so they had to remove it and gave him a glass eye. And he doesn't do so much now, but he talks about back when he was younger. He literally, they'd be out drinking, he'd pull his eye out and throw it in somebody's beer.
I know somebody that used to. Is it Bob Haggerty? Could it be Bob Haggerty? Is that his name? I knew somebody that used to do that too. It was gross. I was going to say that.
Well, the first time he told me he had a glass eye, I mean, it looks really real, and I'm like, "Are you serious?" And he had a pint glass of beer. Believe it or not, believe that.
Oh, that's funny.
Had a pint glass of beer, and he goes, "Tink tink."
I don't know. That's gross. That's funny that that they all have that same sense of humor then.
Yeah.
Because I remember Bob would do that too. You'd be at the bar and all of a sudden there'd be an eyeball floating in a glass of beer and it'd be like, come on, put it back in. It's like gross.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. The real glass ones, they don't float. They go right to the bottom like an olive.
Well, you know what I mean? It was in there. It was just like,
Everybody knows that the new passport, if you renew your passport, there's President Trump's picture on there, and I believe the photo of Hiroshima and some stuff in there. Like the new passport, it's got Trump's picture too. So that's
but why Hiroshima?
Good morning.
No, they Hiroshima. I'm sorry. Ugh.
Good morning, everybody.
Lost my
morning, Sean.
Hey, Sean, how are you?
Good. No echoes?
No echoes.
Earbuds.
Who's got earbuds?
I do.
Wait,
Yeah?
Sean, you're echoing.
You can't see because of the hair.
We went on. What do you call StreamYard?
I filled out a service ticket. Yeah.
And they said put the earbuds on.
Yeah, get with the program, Sean. Come on, we're all wearing buds.
I'd say.
Are you wearing buds?
Yeah, I got my
I'm
earbuds.
not wearing buds.
Yeah, see, your bud.
Yeah. Hey, bud.
We brought up that it was Purple Heart Day today, so.
That's an important day.
Yep.
Yeah, you're supposed to wear your earbuds for Purple Heart Day, Sean.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Well, just us. Nobody else.
Well, since we were talking about, before Sean got here, we were talking about it, but we didn't really go into it, but about the birthright citizenship. I got a clip here, Stephen Miller explaining how it works. What they're doing, not
Very
how
good.
birthright citizenship. Yep. Well, come on.
Yes, for those of you who want to do your research on this, Section 215A of the Immigration and Nationality Act gives the president this authority. 215A of the Immigration and Nationality Act. Very rarely used, probably one of the strongest laws in the entire federal code, gives him this power. And that's not the only, but it's the main statutory authority that's being used in this order. So birth tourism is by definition a fraud on the American system, on the American taxpayer, on the American visa. If you're coming here, and again, your stated purpose is that you're a tourist, then by definition, you are here to come for a few weeks, look at what we have, engage in commerce, and leave. So if you're telling a consular officer you're here as a tourist, but your true purpose and intent is to go to a baby mill, give birth, and try to mint an American citizen while you're here, then you're committing a fraud against the American government. And by definition, that visa can and should and will be now denied.
I thought that was an excellent explanation, and right in the press conference. So, and because somebody asked about it, one of the reporters, and Miller just rattled that right off, and they said that it's not bulletproof, but it's a pretty good fraud thing.
They were talking about all these companies that started showing them how to plan to come to America also.
Yep.
And then they asked him how many do you think is here on that process, and he said a couple of 100,000. So now you figure out, like I brought this up once before about I came here with my mother as a Chinese and became born here and became an American citizen as a Chinese. Go back to China, and now when you hit 18, you're allowed to vote. You're going to vote and also run for president.
Yeah,
it's definitely a flaw in the system, without a doubt.
Well, it was made,
has to be fixed.
The 14th Amendment was made for that. What happened was when the slaves were here, and then with Lincoln, he passed that with the Republicans to do the 14th Amendment, is to give the children that were born here of the slaves citizenship.
Right? Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. And that was the whole.
Been exploited.
Yeah, and then what they did is they took advantage of it, and what happened was, again, the Democrats that pushed the agenda about this, because little by little they were doing this stuff. And then, don't forget, they get they have money. And one other thing is that my cousin's a lawyer in Italy. She's in Rome, but what they're doing is a lot of people are getting dual citizenship. There's a lot of Italians that are in Brazil, so they want their dual citizenship. So because one of your families or somebody, like I could get dual citizenship, but I refuse to do that. But that's me. The whole thing is that you could get dual citizenship, so you could go to Italy and live there and get all the benefits of Italy. The social medicine, all that other stuff. So
cheap olive oil.
Yeah, cheap olive oil.
Right.
Yeah, that's another. You talk about olive oil. I used to ask when we drove through the vineyard, besides the vineyards, the olive trees and everything else. I would ask them, why do they have these baskets under the trees? And what happens is when the olives fall down into these baskets, that would be the virgin olive oil, and the ones that they used to pick off the tree would be the regular olive oil, because then they're very ripe for them. They actually make them fall naturally off the tree, and that's how they would cook about the oil. Just a point of information.
Something that just a little bit of trivia. Counterfeit olive oil out of Italy is like a massive global industry. It literally hundreds of billions of dollars a year. Marjorie used to have to track that down, and she seized a lot of fake olive oil. I mean, it's all olive oil, but it's not legitimate extra virgin olive oil out of Italy. They transship it from all kinds of
they mix it with a whole bunch of stuff. The funny thing is that there's a guy in Italy that actually is a connoisseur of olive oil. I mean, he actually, the ones that are really legitimate oil, he would actually taste it and go to these factories. And he's an investigator for this, for Italy, the country of Italy, to make sure that they're pushing out legitimate stuff that they're saying that they're. So
I got something really cool. Do you guys know about that SpaceX Falcon rocket that hit the moon that they're talking about?
What?
Yeah.
That hit the moon.
No, it hit
what happened?
Second stage. It was the second stage of the rocket.
It was the second stage of the rocket, and it kept on going, and it hit the moon. On the news, they're telling you about it, but I got a clip of it actually hitting the moon. Seriously,
it's so wonderful. Just could be. Yeah, but you didn't. Yeah, but explain about the
Now, where's
impact.
the cheese?
Huh?
Where's the cheese then? I thought the moon had cheese on it.
Yeah.
It's like water. Didn't
John,
all that dust and
was
everything look like water?
Yeah.
I was looking for
When did this
something.
happen?
I was looking for some skepticism out of you, Sean. I figured we'd have to see the
It's either skepticism or joke. One of the two, more.
No,
Yeah,
what happened is it was the second. What do you call it? The rocket of what's his name?
Yeah, it was Elon Musk. It was SpaceX. It was the Falcon, and it was a two-parter.
Yeah, the Falcon.
And where was this actually reported? By who?
The other day, 2 days ago.
Yeah, it was on Fox News and everything, but they weren't showing the actual rocket hitting, and that was filmed from a satellite in Russia. And Russia had the actual hit on the moon, and it's real because I found two more, and it's just a little bit of a different angle than that one, but that was the best angle.
Like a 15, what did they say, a 10,000-pound bomb at the crater that it created.
The crater was 1,000 feet wide.
Yeah. You want to talk or want me to talk?
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah.
We should have put the whole clip exactly what they explained, but we didn't do that. But the whole thing is, they said that the hit was like like an atomic bomb hit, in which I was very surprised that the moon wasn't affected in shifting or anything like that, because it was, but the crater was 1,000 feet wide. In fact, they made an accident.
I'm going to have to be skeptical here, because the problem with that is 1,000 feet wide. From the proportion of the moon, from what I saw, that looked more like 1,000 miles wide.
Well, I'm just saying.
I'm not. Well,
no, but I'm just saying what they reported.
Can you leave the skepticism to me?
Yeah.
Oh, I tried. I was looking for you to bring your prairie dog out, with the.
That's what they reported.
There we go. That's what I was looking for. But you didn't pull it out of your pocket, so I figured I had to do something.
I don't know. I didn't know much about it, so I can't.
When we saw it, Trixie and I, proper English, that we said ain't no 1,000 feet. That's bigger than that.
Classes or something. You're doing proper English. That's good.
Yeah.
So the only thing I was going to be skeptical of, but Trixie kind of quelled my
skepticism.
My skepticism or my thought process was, I was thinking, like, who the hell filmed that? Right. And then, how do you catch that on tape of something like that? And she answered it by saying there were some Russian satellites that reported.
Mm-hmm. Russia.
And I could see that as a possibility. So I'm not questioning too much.
Yeah, I thought it was absolutely cool, because remember they did, how many, was it a couple decades ago, they hit a nuclear bomb on the moon and it rang. It was like for 30 minutes or something, the moon rang after that. So I just thought that was pretty interesting.
Yeah. Oh, here, this is what it said. I got a report here.
You got it?
The spent upper stage of a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket successfully collided with the moon on August 5th, 2026. The 4,000 kilogram piece of space hardware impacted at 5,400 miles per hour. A new crater was created. Let's see what it says here. What else about that? It doesn't say that. That's why we said, when the guy said about the 1,000 feet, 1,000 hole, that we said that was off the wall, was impossible.
Marine's asking, did Elon send that, or was it an accident?
Me personally, I think it was done on purpose, but that's me.
Mm-hmm. I think so too.
I don't see how you can do it accidentally. It's
usually
as I understand, trying to land on the moon is like, more harder than like shooting a BB out of the air.
You know what I think? What? Just real quick. If it was done on purpose, a good reason to do it would be because they have the satellites up in the air, and with all that dust, they'd be able to check what elements and minerals are in the ground on the moon by what is up in the air. The satellites can pick all that up.
There's not a module. There's that robot on the moon that can check up that stuff. But what the whole thing is that what I was going to say is I saw plenty of times the second stage come back to the Earth and land on laying on the platform, and what do you call it? About Cape Canaveral.
That's
So
great. Yeah. Unbelievable.
it's very recent. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like, what? Or the chopsticks. They used to call the chopsticks that guide the thing into the spot. But what it is, I mean, they had every one of the stages land back on the platform, but for some reason, this didn't happen to this one. So that's why we brought it up this morning, because it was kind of strange that they didn't put it up. You know, they didn't show the photo. I think the reason maybe they didn't show in a photo of it because of the thing of the because it was from Russia and stuff.
That would be Russian collusion there, George.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It could be. It's probably Trump's fault.
Hey, Trixie, I see what you're talking about in the chat. I see your two things. First of all, very dense fog this morning. We have the same thing all the way up here in Ottenville. Very dense fog. I'm looking out right now. But I also noticed you mentioned sweet corn. You got sweet corn down there? We got a lot of sweet corn.
We've had sweet corn. We've had sweet corn for 3 weeks, I think, already. They plant it here in intervals, so you'll have sweet corn all summer long, every week. So it ripes up. Because I get it from a guy that comes in from Battleground. They bring a trailer in to Monticello, and I think it's $9 for a dozen.
Yeah, Marjorie just buys it from the farmers' stands, along the main corridor coming up from the Detroit area. So it's she gets some really good stuff. I just didn't know whether you were going to make any recommendations on how to butter it or anything like that.
Oh, not yet. No.
Okay.
That corn sweat is a real thing.
Have you done it in the microwave, Mark?
What?
Have you done it in a microwave, the corn husk?
No.
Oh, you do 4 minutes. You cut the tip off, right?
Yeah.
Don't cut the end off. Just cut the tip off. Put it in a microwave for 4 minutes. Then when it comes out, cut the end off. And just squeeze it and it comes right out.
Really?
It comes right out of the husk. No strings on it, nothing.
Wow. That's pretty wild. But I don't know. I think eating it off the cob is half the fun.
Oh, yeah. No, eating off the cob. I was up to say, the guy turned me and says, "Oh, have this corn. It tastes sweet." I don't eat corn.
Called the cob quickie.
The only time I eat corn, what happened? Where'd that voice come from?
Oh, I don't know. I thought Trixie was going to show some sort of useful and handy device for.
No, I can't because it's not downloadable. It's a link.
That was somebody.
You can't just do it from the link.
Can
you hear me?
Not on here.
Hello, anybody hear me? Anybody hear me?
Mandambi?
I said that was somebody saying the show's getting corny.
Who are you talking to right now?
That's how I feel. It's funny. I felt that way for the last 5 minutes.
That one snuck in, didn't it?
That's good. Look at Frisky pulling some things out of the woodwork.
Has anybody been looking at Trump's truths recently?
That's your job.
That's your job.
No. And so when I was looking, I found some kind of, and this is legit. President Trump did actually post this.
I saw that.
I thought that was really cool. And then this one I found very interesting and encouraging. I kind of like that too.
Now you got the words over it, so go to the other side.
What?
The words, the text is over it. The chat. So go to the other side. Move it over.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There you go. You're a little more.
There we go.
Now raise it up. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Trump 2028. Oh, good.
Yeah, thought that was kind of cool.
That'll get the left all Twitter pated, won't it?
Oh yeah, he put all kinds of great stuff. I just printed a couple of them, but anybody want to go look at a True Social and look at it? Last night he was kind of on a roll, putting all these really wild stuff out there. Good stuff though.
Did George found us a new sponsor for the show?
Oh, what is it?
I'm gonna play it for you. I'm so glad you asked. I think there's a few people I know that can use one too.
What are you wearing?
Sealed, airtight undies to hold my farts in.
So like butt Tupperware?
An inescapable prison for my farts.
That's disgusting, Alex.
You told me that I need to get my flatulence under control because it's ruining our relationship.
Those things are gonna pop.
These booty sweaters can withstand up to 15 pounds of air pressure.
I think you're coming up on that.
You need to stop stressing.
The only thing stressing are those gas trappers.
I ran out of protein, so I put lentils in my shake. I'm basically a human foghorn.
You're a ticking time bomb. You better get your ass outside.
My farts are under control.
Please, don't fucking fart again.
See? It's fine.
I'm breaking up with you.
What?
I'm breaking up with you, you fucking asshole.
That's
Don't
funny.
laugh, Sean. Lana ordered a pair for you. She said that's for when you go out for Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts. You need a heavy duty. For Brussels sprouts.
You
Absolutely.
need seven. They said it's the 7 dependable holder you need for Brussels sprouts. Hey, you want to play that one by? Look at this one. Guess who goes to McDonald's? Check this one. Mendomi.
Okay.
Hi, what would you like today?
Hi, can I get a double cheeseburger and a large fry?
Sure, I'll need your ID, please.
Sorry, I left it at home, but I'm the mayor of New York City.
Sir, anyone can say that.
Everyone knows who I am.
Recognition isn't verification.
This is absurd for a burger.
No ID, no food.
Hurry up, you fat ass!
Look, I've been coming here for years.
Then you'll have no trouble producing documentation.
What's taking so long?
This is ridiculous. I have been coming here for 11 years. I am the mayor of New York, and you will not sell me a $6
ID.
Fuck!
George?
I know you played it 2 weeks ago. I just thought it was funny again because he started about the stores again yesterday.
I thought you were paying attention.
Oh, my God.
Well, sometimes you're over there looking at.
I bet you didn't have this one. Play this one. Play that one. Go ahead, play the next
Oh boy. Here we go.
What the f did you do with that virus? I plead the fifth. What? I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. Ain't no answer I ever heard of. Do they speak English? And I plead the fifth? I plead the fifth. English, motherfucker, do you speak it? What? Do you speak it? Yes. Good. Now describe to me exactly what you did with that lab in Wuhan. Tell me about the gain of function. Tell me about the funding. Tell me about the cover-up. I plead the fifth. Does this look like a science experiment to you? I plead the fifth. Say I plead the fifth again. I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say I plead the fifth one more goddamn time. Do I look like a bitch to you? No. Then why the fuck did you treat the American people like one? Please, just tell me what you want. You change the story every 6 months. And now you want to plead the fifth, like that magically washes the blood off your hands.
I look who's in the background here. You see?
Yeah, that wacko.
Bill Gates. Oh man, just all kinds of breaking news here today. The hard news too.
So
Yeah,
what's
well,
that?
Yeah, very good. Did you see about how we talk about unions and the Democrats and everything? The UAW president went whole hog on Mondami. Check this out. I can't believe this.
The many versus the money. Michigan showed the country once again that when the many are organized, when the many are ready to fight for what we deserve, the money doesn't stand a chance. When the working class decides to fight, we can make the impossible possible. I want to congratulate Abdul Al-Sayed on a hard-fought campaign that showed us all what it means to stand up against corporate money, to build a movement, and to fight like hell for what we deserve. And we deserve money out of politics, money in our pockets, and Medicare for all. UAW members across Michigan knocked on doors, made phone calls, talked to their union brothers and sisters, talked to their families about backing a candidate who has the back of workers. And we're going to keep marching on to November. from the picket line to the halls of the U.S. Senate, we know that Abdul has our back. Working class people are done with politics as usual. We're going to fight like hell to make sure in November we're celebrating another victory on election night, because we know Abdul will fight like hell for us. Solidarity forever.
I mean, let me tell you.
The unions went full commie.
What a fucking scumbag.
President, the workers voted for Trump the last time. This guy is a born communist asshole. That's what he is.
I thought they fired that piece of shit, George.
Please, it depresses me because of what unions used to be and what unions are now. It's all about. Anyway,
That's scary.
Now he was talking about money. Put up this photo, please.
But wait a minute.
About the money. I want to talk to. Remember when he says about the money and how everything else is being set and how they get elected? It's not the big corporations that give him the money and everything. Look at the amount of money that he got, $14.5 million. And that money, all this money, all the ones that are Democrats, all coming from foreign sources, which they're being investigated on by the Trump administration. Now you could talk. Sorry about that. I just wanted to bring.
But you go back to that. I mean, you have to wonder, because you said a very good point, George, in the beginning of it, or I think it was you, or was it Mark, about the unions went for Trump, right?
Yep, they did. All the workers.
The union workers went for Trump, and it's scary that like I think Mark said they went full commie now, right? They're going full commie with this guy. I don't know if it's the full union or they always try to act like it's larger than it is. So there's definitely people, grassroots, I guess you could say, people helping. But it is scary that, I mean, we were saying that we hope it's this guy wins because it'll be easier to beat because he's a communist and all. But that's all fine and dandy until they win. And if this guy wins and you get another one of these people into he'll be the first Muslim Senate in the Senate. It's so tight as it is, and you get these type of people going in there. It's scary. It really is.
Here's the thing, Sean. That guy, honestly, was actually 10 to 15 points out in front of Miss Piggy, whatever her name was.
Yeah, she's all crazy too.
Yeah. Oh, she's fucking crazy as a freaking loon. But he was like 10 to 15 points out in front. And the Democrat machine down in Detroit did the same thing they've been doing forever. Same thing they did to Trump. He was way out in front until, guess what? The mail-in ballots came in. And all of a sudden, Miss Piggy was getting literally 98 to 99% of all the mail-in ballots they counted right at the end. So, El Said, chop your head off, was like way up here. Miss Piggy was here, and then all of a sudden, mail in it, whoop, just like that. He just barely squeaked it out. But that's what's going to kill us. I don't think that Michigan is going to vote this guy in, but enough of them are going to vote him in that then the cheating machine is going to come throw him over the top. Same thing with Jocelyn Benson. She's going to be the next governor of Michigan because they're going to freaking cheat their way right in.
I got to bring up something about that. Every election that'll happen, there'll be the FBI's there on the investigation about that shit. So that's
hope.
FBI.
November 3rd, not the primaries. Forget about the primaries. They don't give a shit about the primaries now. They give a shit about the election.
Well, you look at what's going on around the country right now. I know in Pennsylvania, Scott Presler has been big on the voter rolls with jury duty, I guess, it can show who can vote, right? And they've been whacking a lot of people off of these voter rolls that were illegal citizens, illegal aliens, whatever it is, illegal citizens, legal aliens, and it's what a crazy thing that is. But anyway, in New Jersey, we had these issues. Then they're saying it was a computer glitch, a computer error. They would never admitted that unless they're trying to cover something up and wipe something off. So now at least this is the first time. We've always talked about, we know there's shit going on, right? We've always talked about, but this is the first time where you see some of these states are actually having to backpedal now with their voter registrations because things are getting proven. So what George is saying with the FBI, yeah, I think the DOJ being, in control under Trump is helping us with some stuff. But I get your skepticism when it comes time for the election, because it's hard. It's hard to, once the votes are cast, it's hard to take them back. It really is.
But still, Sean, I'm waiting for
one more thing. But what really concerns me with this is they've been making good progress of cleaning up voter rolls. But you could add people to the voter rolls. I think it's 30 days before the election. So when they mass throw people in there, and all of a sudden these people vote again, and then so that's what scares me with this whole thing is going right up in the election when they could throw people back onto the voting rolls, because they're going to do that without a doubt.
I just got two things to say about that. First of all, in Detroit, the voter rolls don't mean shit. We had, for the 2020 elections, we had a 113% voter turnout. Yeah. 113%. More than there were voters in Wayne County. So voter rolls, who cares? They just make up voters. Number two, as far as the FBI doing diddly frickin' squat, I'm waiting for show me one arrest, one conviction, an illegal left-hand turn, for God's sake, something, nothing.
They arrested somebody for that. They arrested somebody for that.
For the illegal left-hand turn?
Yeah, no, about the elections, the fraud about the elections and the cheating and the stuff and about the illegal.
If so, it was some little minor nobody out in backwater bumfuck nowhere. No. I'm talking about people like Comey. I'm talking about, all these scumbags. One person.
You got to wait for the Mark. You got to wait for the fucking DOJ to get approved. He hasn't been approved yet. Until that happens, they can't do shit. They can't do anything right now. I know you're laughing, but it's true. They got to wait for the approval for the DOJ. The guy is temporary. He can't fulfill his duties if he's just a temporary guy. He's got to wait till he gets.
George, that's what I heard everybody saying with his predecessor and everything else. Now we've been more than a year and a half of this administration, and we've got, let me see, how many convictions? Oh, that's right. Zero.
Pam Bondi was useless. At least this guy brought up some charges already, but he's limited.
Pam Bondi, the only thing she wasn't useless. She was exceptional to eating up time for the other side.
Oh yeah, plus
for us she was useless, but for the other side she wasn't.
One thing I want to bring up very important, that Alibaba that got elected there in the primary, right? He doesn't recognize about the 9/11 and the guy he was born here. People don't realize the guy was born here, number one. He doesn't want to admit about 9/11. He doesn't recognize 9/11. He said things that, that we deserved 9/11. So, and people voted for him. Didn't you realize about what happened on 9/11? Whether it was an inside fucking job, because all the shit that comes out on all these podcasts, inside job, yes, we know it was part of the government. It's still, they brought it down. It doesn't matter. They knew. I was there. Half of the wagons weren't there. The wagons weren't there. None of the coffee wagons were there. Half of the cabs weren't there. I had to work with 2 Muslim techs. They didn't show up. So they knew. How the fuck did they know? But we didn't know.
Yep.
Right? And
we knew.
They were all told in the mosque. No, but they were all told in the mosque. They went in the mosque and they said, "Oh, don't go to work today because you're going to get killed."
But see,
what?
That's the thing. 911 was so good for the deep state, because then what came out of 911? Department of Homeland Security,
Patriot Act.
Yeah, the Patriot Act and all this shit that takes away our God-given rights that were enshrined in the United States Constitution. All of a sudden, we lost about half of it. And it was all because of 911. And I guarantee if the Muslim roach coach drivers and the taxi drivers knew about it from their mosque, the FBI and the CIA knew well about it.
Yes, I agree 100%. They all know about it.
Yep.
Well, and Tom Cotton and I can't remember who the other guy are blocking Brennan's transcripts from the hearing to be released. So
Thune
Thune is useless. I mean, he's just He's just a placeholder. You know, he's Unitarian.
The Seven World Trade Center. That building, I say, you know, all the stuff about, there was exploited. I'm telling you, they had so many oil tankers on each, so many floors because of the backup generators to let the buildings to run if they lost the power. But Seven World Trade, that was fucking taken down because the CIA was in there, the FBI was in there.
I used to work in there too, George.
What?
I used to work in there too, and U.S. Customs was in there.
Yep, the U.S. Customs the U.S. Customs moved. They used to be in the shorter towers by the Trade Center. I think it was Three World Trade Center was there. So I was around those things. But the Seven World Trade Center, that was done on purpose. They had too much information in there. They were worried about the gold that was down in the basement. There was so much gold in the basement of the Trade Center. You know, a lot of people used to stash the gold in there, the vaults that were down there. That's another story. But the guy union worker, and you're the president of a union, and you agree with this piece of shit that agrees about 9/11 and anti-American, anti-ICE, anti-cop, anti-everything. You know, I tell you, my union was great. I mean, I got the benefits from them, but I can't believe them. Little by little, they just went right back with it. And there's guys that work there. I'm good friends with them, but they're all liberals. I mean, they just fight and they keep on saying the same. Oh, Trump did this, Trump that. It's constant.
I just play something real quick? Going back to the elections, real quick. Talk about the FBI with the elections.
Yes,
John Solomon, which I think it's only.
Excellent. Yep.
Tricks, you want to pull it up?
Talked a lot about China and Iran, but you know what? The single greatest intrusion on our election, the last 6.
It's frozen. Sean, are you frozen?
It's a little chilly down here, but
they misled FICE dollars. They told us not to believe the Hunter Biden laptop when they knew it was real. They told us there was no relationship. Their files were vulnerabilities to foreigners are high. The greatest intrusions to our elections were our own intelligence and law enforcement agencies from 2016 to early 2025. They intervened in our election in any power and did their price.
There.
Yeah, that was pretty choppy. That was
getting choppy. Did you see the video? So what he said was the greatest threat in our elections the last 6 years was the FBI and CIA, not China, not Iran. But he also says at the end there, he says that they played such a role in it. That's why you haven't seen people arrested because of that.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yes, well, what would you like to?
Yeah, and Tricky,
Guys,
go
ahead. I was just gonna say, you ready for something funny?
Yeah, might as well bring some sense.
Might be a good change of tune.
Yeah.
Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win. Drown my sorrows, but they learn to swim.
I feel like I have to dump her, George. She has a huge Palestine flag hanging in her bedroom, but I am hesitant because she is hot and definitely on the younger side.
Look on the bright side, Jerry. At least she's passionate about boundaries.
Mamdani has completely ruined this city, George. Palestine doesn't exist. Look at them, unemployed and misinformed.
Well, at least they're getting some fresh air, Jer.
The slogan of New York used to be so simple. You step into traffic, it's, hey, I'm walking here. Suddenly now you cross the street and it's Allahu Akbar. I mean, Mayor Mamdani, what is going on? We went from jaywalking to holy war overnight. Is there anything you can do to stop Mamdani?
Oh, come on, Jerry. Embrace the little guy. He's harmless. Look at those chubby cheeks. How can you stay mad at that smile?
So, Mayor Mamdani says he's giving us free buses, free buses. Have you been on a New York bus lately? It's not public transit. It's a mobile hostage situation. Who wants a free hostage situation?
Mayor Mamdani is a complete failure, and his followers are getting so radical.
Tell me about it. I can't even eat a pretzel without a protest breaking out. Don't blame me. I voted for Sliwa.
This is outrageous. Where are the armed men who come in to take the protesters away? Where are they? This kind of behavior is never tolerated in Baracua. You shout like that, they put you in jail right away. No trial, no nothing. Journalists, we have a special jail for journalists. You're stealing, right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail. You're charging too high prices for sweaters, glasses, you right to jail. You undercook fish, believe it or not, jail. You overcook chicken, also jail. Undercook, overcook. You make an appointment with the dentist and you don't show up, believe it or not, jail, right away. We have the best patients in the world because of jail.
So there's this cognitive dissonance between her actual and her ideal self, which causes her to be practically dysfunctional. But of course, I'm no psychologist.
No, you're a nitwit. How come you know those words?
Blanche, come on, it's not nice calling her a nitwit, but since the cat's out of the bag, how do you know those words?
Guess it's from reading the American Journal of Abnormal Psychology. It's published in St. Olaf, you know. In fact, my Uncle Gunter used to be the editor.
And what were you, the centerfold? I'm sorry, but I refuse to believe you have ever read a scientific journal.
Believe what you want, see if I care. Hypersexual bitch.
That was good. I love the Seinfeld skit, though.
Yeah,
that was. I know, wasn't that great? I like that one too. I like that. And then I like the Golden Girls though, because I always say cognitive dissonance, and that one, that's exactly what. That's what the left is. They have cognitive dissonance because if they look at exactly what they're voting for and what they support, it'll blow their minds because it's nothing. You know, it's all feelings.
Feelings.
And I like the Golden Girls, so I had
I'm gonna
to
mute myself a little bit.
But I don't know. I thought that one was pretty good.
Hey, I got some interesting Frisky Friday stuff, although it's kind of depressing. But I saw a video last night, and I didn't send it to you, Trixie, because I couldn't get the downloadable part of it. But you know, Coca-Cola now you can make, and I think we talked about this, or you guys talked something about this on an earlier show. But you know, with Coca-Cola, you can go and have order customized cans now. You know, you can say happy, you know, I love you, happy birthday, mom, whatever. It's a regular Coke can, and then you can customize it. So I saw a thing where a guy's on the Coke site and he's trying to customize it, and first thing he puts in is Allah is king. It's like, fine, here, push here to order, and then tried out. God, what was it? Is in the oh yeah, Satan is king. Okay, yeah, fine, here, press here to order. Then he tried Jesus is king. Oh no, rejected for content.
Really?
Yeah. Go. I would ask people to go check that out. And
did he
maybe
put in there Trump
comment.
is king? Because there was no king's protest.
I only saw the three things. Trump is king. It'd probably be They'd probably even help you out and add no kings to it.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. They come up
or something like
they
that.
have like signs, no kings.
But
Trump is.
I swear, there's something in the water in Atlanta between Coca-Cola and CNN and Delta Airlines. They're all so freaking woke and screwed up. It's not even funny.
I would rather fly Delta than any other airline, though. I will say
Same here.
that.
Unfortunately, it's the homosexual skies are pretty good, but I mean they're probably better than the other airlines. But
they're nice to me.
Speaking of flights, I booked my first. I booked a flight into Airport DJT. I'm going to fly into DJT. I can't wait. I think I'm gonna wear a Trump mask when I fly in there. Hey, since we have some baseball fans in the chat, and and you and Mark are baseball fans. Like, I just wanted to share this funny video of my newest beloved Philly that just came on the Phillies. This is funny. He's going home and he misses home plate, and he kind of like tries to get away from the catcher. It's only a 13-second video, but it's kind of funny.
He hopped over the tag, and now it's a race to get back to the bag or the dugout, whichever he chooses.
Yeah, that would have been special if he was safe, but just going to conserve some energy time and go in the dugout.
He hopped over.
So I guess he figured he saw the guy sitting there with the catcher's mitt, and he said, I'll just go back to the dugout.
Quitter.
Yeah. That was for USN Air too. She likes the baseball. She gets excited with the baseball.
I like baseball too, but MLB screwed me this year. Halfway through the season, they changed the subscription plan and everything with Sling and stuff, so I haven't been able to watch baseball. Oh, all the Tigers, anyways. Yeah, they black out my area now. Even though I'm in Indiana, I can't watch the Tigers anymore. It's all blacked out.
I don't get that. I just and I'm not doing a commercial for anybody, but I got Fubo and I get every game.
Yeah, and Fubo is like $100 a month too, and I'm
Oh,
not.
no.
I have one income. Mark, too.
Yeah, no, I don't pay anything like that. I pay like $30 a month.
Oh, how did you get it for 30? When I looked over here, it's $100 a month. It's $98.99 or $99.99.
Or even got free waffles.
Friends in high places, Jixie. Friends in high places.
Mark even has free waffles with that.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have paid $100 for it. I know. I'm not. It was. I was surprised how cheap it was. It wasn't. Yeah, it really wasn't that bad.
I know because Sling is like
Mark.
Fubu.
What's that?
What's
Fubu?
Fubo.
Fubu.
FUBO.
We'll get the box off of what's the name?
Off of Mike, yeah. Get the box.
Well, see, I used to have. God, what's the other? I can't think. What are their competitors that just pissed me off so bad because every time I'd go out of town and I try to, watch something on my phone or my iPad, it would say, "Oh, before you can do that, you haven't logged in from your home IP address. Go back, log in from your home IP address." And it's like I'm in freaking Florida, and I'm paying you guys to.
Moname says in the chat, I pay $100 for Fubo with the sports package and local channels.
Okay. That's what I have, the sports package and local channels, but I didn't think I paid that much.
Maybe you do, Mark.
Yeah, I don't know.
You may have to go in and
negotiate. Sling is like $60 a month, and then to add the alternate MLB, it would be $29.99 for MLB, and then another $11. So then you're up to $40, and then like over the 60, so you're over $100. And I refuse to do it because they keep blacking out the games anyway. So why would I pay that?
Yeah. What's the other big competitor though with Fubo and Sling? It's a big one. It's probably the biggest one, and I'm just having a complete brain fart here.
YouTube came out with channels now too.
YouTube's got YouTube TV and.
Yeah, no, but I'm trying to think. Anybody in chat got some idea? The other big competitor to, to Fubo and Sling, it might be the biggest.
Not Tubi. Hey, here's a video for
Hulu. Yeah, Hulu.
Okay, Hulu. Let me just come out and as a public service say, Hulu freaking sucks. Okay, they suck so bad because you pay them and they say, "Oh, well, you can connect from anywhere in the world, blah, blah, blah." And then every freaking time I be traveling and I try to watch something on Hulu that I paid for, and they come and say, "Oh, well, you haven't connected from your home IP address within the last 2 weeks. So you have to connect from your home IP address and then you can use this." And it's like, hey, I'm in freaking Florida, or I'm in Italy, or I'm wherever, and so I was so happy to cancel then.
The problems of a traveler.
Fubo does not do that. Fubo, they say, "Oh, look, you're paid up. I don't care where you're connecting from." But so screw Fubo.
Tricks, I got a video for George. I've been wanting to play. I saw this the other day and I saved it. I wanted to play it for George. I wanted to see George's
for
face.
Friday. Yeah, I remember you told me that.
Which beach? I say nothing. No, please no. Then talk. Okay, a coastal town, boats at night. Small boats from the beach. I tell you everything. Write it down. Which beach?
The power of bacon, George.
That's right. That's what's going on.
Yep.
Man, I got people in the chat will love this. I just perfected bacon in a convection oven that you have to put it. Yesterday, I took a pound of bacon and just put some tin foil over a big cookie tray and lay my whole pound of bacon, turn it on convection at exactly 325, and then cook it for 25 minutes, flip it all over, another 20 minutes, really low, 325. Man, best bacon you'll ever have. Just saying.
I do it in the oven like the restaurants where you do it on a cookie sheet on the rack.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Just if you have a convection oven, it's even better. I used to always do it like that, Trixie, where I just put it on bake. But now I learned you put it on convect, and it gives that nice little brown. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Trump International was good. They bring the bacon out and they would cook it with the torch right in front of you.
No.
It cost you $35 at Trump International in Washington, D.C. But
wow.
So one more little funny video for the day, Trucks. If you want to pause up, whenever you think you're having a bad day, it can't be as bad as this guy.
Oh, that's the one I laughed at.
That was funny.
I remember I laughed at that, and everybody thought I was mean for laughing.
Now I don't know if that's really a person or like a dummy, like a training thing or something. I don't know. I couldn't figure it out because if you look, I don't know.
I think that's a training dummy.
Yeah, that's what I think it is.
Because it's nothing's flopping around at all.
Yeah.
You know, even the neck and the head.
He is strapped in there, but you don't see the head moving at all. Yeah. So anyway.
I think it's funny. It
funny
started
as long
out
as
at the
it's
back of an
funny.
ambulance, and they pulled him out of the back of the ambulance right on that ridge, and then they lost it, and he went.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that? Especially if you had broken bones or something.
Oh wait, there's a thing on there. It says the video is AI generated. It's not real footage from Chopper 5 or any other news story. Okay. So.
I think it's hilarious though.
Yeah, it is kind of funny.
Yeah, well, I mean, nobody went flying off the gurney and down the hill or anything. It was just on the gurney, but I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
I'm going to depress you guys.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to show you something. You know how we talk about the jab? I'm not going to argue about it, but I'm going to put it up. There's graphene nanotech in the jab.
What is
and
that?
When you expose it to 5G, this is what happens.
What is graphene? What is it?
Graphene is what they put in the jab, and the graphene is nanotech. And those it's like a little bot. And those are in your bloodstream with that jab. It's proven. And when they're exposed to 5G, it all coagulates like that. And that's part of why you have the blood clots that people are seeing.
This is the best. Yeah, put this photo up. Here's a good message.
That's it.
I just wanted to show that because I don't know how many people have seen that, but we were talking about the
any kind of frequency would interrupt with that. Like
Yeah.
the tuning fork. So the one with the tuning
George,
fork.
I can't show that. That was just in the Frisky Friday reel. You're not paying attention.
Yeah, but show it anyway. Just show it.
No, I'm with Trixie. Nope. Get your dachshund out here, Trixie.
Yeah, fucking dog.
Dog. No, but that. Yeah, Red. They told us it was absolutely not in there, and it's in there, and the 5G makes it all coagulate, and it'll end up stringing it all together and everything, and that's how they connect you to the Internet of Things. So you're with that nanotech in you. If you were to walk by anything that could read EMF waves or Bluetooth, because people that have been jabbed are actually emit a Bluetooth signal. If you go up to this is, I haven't done it to anybody, but I've read about it, and it was a peer review thing that you can see that there's a Bluetooth signal will come out of that nanotech with an actual number on it. So it's a thing. It's patented, and I've seen the patent for it too. So, but that was the first time I came across a really good video that didn't have bullshit attached to it, that just showed what happens when you expose it to the frequency. So
yeah. Yep, a lot of frequency. That's why they took all the bells out of the churches. We're screwing up everything. Lead out of paint, the lead prevented all those signals to come out. That's why they put the lead plate when you go to the dentist on your nuts if you're a guy. So
I thought you just went to the doctor for the
George,
for the
do they always
prostate.
do that with you? Because with me, they only do it when they're taking X-rays.
George's got balls of steel. They don't put it over George. He doesn't need
I
it.
told the girl, when you put that thing on me, take it easy, because they like to fucking drop it right on there like this. That's how you do it.
I don't have to do that.
But George, they only do that with me when I'm getting an X-ray. With you, apparently, they do it every time you come in.
Just for
even out in the lobby.
For shits and giggles. No, it's the X-ray. They say,
out in the waiting room.
Close feel today. I can't believe this shit won't download.
Hey, did anybody by chance hear about, I guess, the Red Cross, Red Crescent, the international, they have Red Cross and they got the Muslim side, the Red Crescent. Apparently they've been making documentaries about, the glory, how wonderful unfettered immigration is. And I guess they were pushing this one about some Afghani migrant to Europe. And they made a documentary on what a success he was. And now they just pulled that documentary just because they found out that he had murdered a Scottish volunteer worker woman and stuffed her body into a suitcase. And so just because of that, they took this guy's documentary down. And I think they should put it back up. Just saying. I mean, what do you expect? All he did was stuff her in a suitcase.
Hey, we got an answer for yesterday. Tricks.
Huh?
The answer for yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Not that gun. I'm here. I'm an assistant producer.
You're.
Who are you talking to right now?
And that was a good movie.
What movie was that?
That was Breaking Bad.
Oh,
the series Breaking Bad.
That was a good show, man. Let me tell you, they were funny. I was addicted to that thing.
Okay, so the question was, how many mosques are there in the U.S.? Now, there's not an exact number. It's an estimated number. There's between 2,770 and 2,900. The most in any state is in New York, and then California, and then Texas. So the closest answer to it was Florida for Trump. He said 2,769. So he was off by one on the spread.
But Greg cheated. He cheated.
So the gift is Greg gets to take George's motorcycle.
Yeah, come on, Greg, admit it. Admit you cheated.
How do you get the number 69? That's the thing at 27.
I'm still waiting to see Greg in the chat
200 mosques in the United States, and in Florida there's over 200. New York beats them all.
See here, here's my cheat sheet. It has all. Yeah, so you can see.
Does it say Greg cheated? Where's mine?
No, they were saying it has to be like The Price is Right. You can go under but not over. So Greg got it.
Well, that even validates. I'm going to lodge a protest because technically I was right. I was in very quickly, and I said at least more than 3 for sure, and it's too many. That was my answer, and I say that was accurate and correct. You just proved it was more than 3. I didn't go over, and I also added that it's too many. So I think I should win.
Monica was real close. Monty had 3165, but she went over. But Greg was one number under the minimum number of the estimation.
was Greg within 100? Because if he was within 100, he wins both prizes.
Yeah,
right?
well, all he's doing is putting
And
up
Greg
Homer
won.
Simpson
You know what
stuff
Greg
here.
won? He
Everybody
won
miss
this
that?
beautiful tube of hand cream.
Did everybody miss that? Remember, like in The Price is Right, if you were within $100 of your prize, you
Oh, you
won
get both prizes. Yep.
Yeah. So
Oh, okay. Well, then the other prize is a nice little tub of 3-hour breath savers.
oh, I could use them. I love breath.
I don't even know what's in here. It was in my desk drawer. Could be anything. Could be push pins in here for all I know. Let's see what's in there.
That's funny.
I can't even open it.
Hey, is Dr. Mike coming on today?
No.
No, he's off today again.
He's got the day off, didn't he?
Yeah.
I wanted to see how he did in his golf tournament. I'll have to text him and ask him.
Well, he was a little attitudey yesterday when he says I was off, but I got sent the link, so I decided to come say hello.
Oh, he came on?
So today I decided to not send him the link.
You should
Yeah,
have sent the
good.
link for
He
an hour.
also, Sean, well, you were there. He said he hated golf.
Well, that was the day. Yeah, it was the day before. But then why go? Yeah, then why go? Right?
Why go?
Yeah, why go? Anyway,
You know what the word golf stands for, right? Gentlemen only, ladies forbidden.
Yeah.
Well, you know why they called it golf, George? Because
Who are you talking to right now?
they named it golf because the word fuck was already taken.
That's right.
That's
That was the Scottish, right? The Scottish. Did
yeah,
that?
and you'll hear that word more times on the golf course than any place else. It's like,
Oh yeah.
Well,
a lot of people call it whack fuck. Whack fuck.
So, Mark, you ready for this?
Got to be a golfer to understand that.
Real quick, my brother got given golf clubs from someone, right?
Yeah.
So we go to the driving range, myself, my son, and my brother. So my brother or my son's born golf club my brother has
Can't keep
breaks the 3-wood on the driving range. I don't know how he did break it. Then he says to me, "Can I borrow your club?" Dad? I'm like, "No." So, I have an old set of clubs. So we go out to the driving range a couple of nights ago. Guess what he does again? Breaks the driver. An old Big Bertha driver. He broke it. I don't know what he's doing. I'm like, Anyway.
I like Denise's answer. Yeah, she says the older and richer men get, the smaller the balls they play with.
Oh, very good. That was a good one.
Good one, Denise.
Oh boy, yeah, that's
But
pretty good.
golf is fun. It's fun to get out there. You see that you're out there in the beautiful golf course. You look around in nature.
Yeah,
it's actually fun until you
until
you try to hit the ball. Then it gets
John, there's 2 famous courses here in Michigan, and I'm playing them both next week on
nice.
Tuesday and Wednesday. One's called the Dream, and the other's called the Nightmare, and they're right beside each other, owned by the same place. But yeah, they're really cool courses, and pretty much everybody I know's played them, but me. But a friend of mine and me are going to go up there. It's a 3-hour drive from here.
Wow.
Go up to Traverse City, play at the Bear on the resort.
I've heard of that. Yeah,
Arnold Palmer designed that one.
Yeah, giant bunkers. I had a friend just play that a couple of weeks ago. He said the bunkers were so big, a couple of times he hit it in there and he looked down. He's like, oh, screw that. I'm not climbing down there.
There's a lot of people that go up there just to play that.
Yeah.
Tiagi says putt-putt golf is fun. Yeah, putt-putt golf is fun, but it's a little different being out there on a real golf course and seeing, the beauty of it. So,
well, you play with those kind of balls, and I used to bowl. I loved bowling. I was on a bowling league for like 25 years. I loved it.
Were you?
Oh yeah, I had Trixie engraved on my ball, and we had the old style bowling shirts. We used to go to national tournament in Reno and everything. It was a lot of fun.
No, look at you.
Yeah, I can't. Well, I know my average was like 165, so that's not bad.
Yeah. I used to bowl a lot, and I had my own bowling ball too, and stopped for a while. And then I don't know what happens to those damn things when you leave them in a closet, but I stopped bowling for about 15 or 20 years, and then we had an opportunity to do it again. So my ball is engraved too. It said Homer on it. There's a joke there. But it literally did say Homer. It was a green one and said Homer. But so I go.
You know what our bowling team name was? It's going to be obvious. The Ball Busters.
Oh yeah, of course. Shouldn't it be Pin Busters?
No, we were Ball Busters because we used to have a certain thing for good luck on the center of our table. We were a dirty bowling team.
Certain thing.
We had male naked cards to play poker along with the, when you get the strike.
Oh my God.
But
we were terrible.
Do you still have your big bowling ball, Trixie?
No, I don't have it. No, I can't bowl anymore, so I can't. I got rid of all my stuff.
Here's what I found out, and I don't. Maybe somebody in chat knows the scientific reason behind this, but I found that my bowling ball, after aging it in the closet for about 20 years, it got really freaking heavy. I mean, really, really heavy. It got like 3 times as heavy as it was before. I go to the bowling alley, and it's like, holy shit, I can't even throw this thing. I had to go get, some of the little sissy balls off the.
Maybe you got weaker. More.
No. I'm telling you.
That's
Sean,
my scientific answer.
Some kind of molecular thing.
My scientific answer is the weight didn't change, your strength changed.
That's not no. Seriously, you might think that, but I'm putting this right along with the stairs in the house. You notice how they I think they swell because they grow over time. Over the years, they get a little taller, a little steeper.
Speaking of change, I have a video queued up for you, Trix, of what changed in the Democrats with voter ID. It's only a minute long. Quick, I always pull a minute ones up.
Some form of photo ID required, voter ID, and 8 other states are considering it. So the second reason is to make a uniform recommendation in our country through this report that we've issued, so that there is not highly discriminatory laws passed by one party or another. And the third reason is that we put in some very careful constraints to prevent abuse. For instance, these photo ID cards will be free. Secondly, there'll be a wide distribution of them. The states will be required to go around the state to issue these photo ID cards to as many people as possible, which will be a good system just for recruiting new voters. This will be very important. And so this will be, I think, a move forward in getting more people to vote. It will not restrict people from voting. It'll be uniformly applied throughout the country, and it will be non-discriminatory.
Voter ID. How about
voter ID?
They were for it.
How odd.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it died with Carter with the Democrats. Then the Democrats figured out they can get voters put in by motor vehicle and and that's why they pushed for illegals to have driver's licenses, and that opened the door for more ballots, not voters, more ballots is what it opened.
Yep. Doesn't matter how many voters you have, it's how many ballots you can deliver.
Exactly right.
Bottom line.
Well, you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
All right. No lead in.
Where's Trump video?
I was trying to grab it up here and I hit something and I can't scroll my sidebar down to grab that one. It's up at the very top.
Okay, well let's just hit it then. So actually less than 18 hours ago, just yesterday afternoon, our president truthed out for the great Republican senators, friends of mine all, please be advised that the communist Democrat Senate candidate from Michigan, Abdul Rahman Mohammed El Sayed, chop your head off, is touting as perhaps his single most important point the termination of the filibuster. I watched yesterday and he's gone termination crazy. If he succeeds, the Democrats will gain 4 senators, 8 congressmen, many electoral and popular votes, a stacked Supreme Court with 23 justices, and I will be, sadly, despite the great job we're doing, the last Republican president, President Donald J. Trump. And I think that's pretty accurate stuff, actually.
Yep. Yeah, it's
unfortunately,
Cinema and who is the guy from West Virginia? What was his name? The senator that lived on the boat.
Oh yeah, the almost good one, Manchin.
Right? So Cinema and Manchin are the ones that stopped the Democrats from doing it before. They were the only ones. So they threw them out of the party. It's not hard to say Trump is absolutely correct. And if once they get in, they're going to do it.
The filibuster is over, but John Thune and the other rhinos are not going to allow us to do it because they got one mission in life, and that is to stop President Trump and the American people at all costs. And they don't care what they have to do. They are going to stop MAGA. They're going, in their opinion, I think we're going to overwhelm them. But their only mission in life is to obstruct President Trump and therefore thwart the will of the American people.
Yeah.
And you know what? They need to be dealt with freaking harshly. They need to be out. But guess what? Absolutely. All the other establishment Republicans, they're basically in on it because they're not doing a freaking thing to get rid of Thune. Nothing. So we just freaking had it with these people. They are the enemies of the American people. Clearly. How's that for Frisky Friday? That's pretty light and fun.
That's pretty frisky, Mark.
Yeah, frisky.
Pretty
and pretty Friday, eh? But
yeah.
I don't know about you. I love that.
You shouldn't have put Augie in that dress.
Yeah. Well, Augie has no nuts, so it's okay. He's a trans dash.
Oh, come on. That's mean.
Yeah, he's over here underneath my desk. I don't know. I just like those dash hounds. They're funny. But I don't know about the whole Congress though. They're leaving. They're going to leave. They're not going to stay.
Oh yeah. No, they're waving. They're waving to everybody. Bye. We're going on summer recess.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
You're muted, George.
I can't understand a word he's saying.
Neither can
I was going to say the same thing.
What?
The fingers are saying goodbye from the. This is an interesting one. I just figured this one's pretty good. I think. This is the. Shit. Sorry about that.
Oops, shit.
This is the shit.
Did you do something? Did you do something in your pants, George, that we don't know about?
No, I got the pens right here. I'll show you.
Oh my God.
We'll go from Frisky Friday to Flagellant Friday.
Flagellant Friday, yeah. Oh man. All right, George, what do you got? And I'm not inside the depends.
No, here goes the voter ID in Dearborn, Michigan.
I'm still where is it?
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That's true. That's a real photo. I didn't think it was funny though, because that's true. It's scary.
Yeah, literally. I mean, who cares? So for the whole community, they've got one driver's license, and they just come sign in and then hand it to the one behind them because, yep. Let me see. Yeah, that's you. Face matches. Picture ID.
Well, that's all. That's
no.
So. They're talking about in the chat. Mitch said he got released out of rehab yesterday, but has anybody seen him? No.
But have you seen the picture that they put out?
No.
The guy he is out. Just look at the eyeballs. He is brain dead. He is literally like just a blind stare. He's just staring off into nowhere. I mean, you can see his eyes are dead. He's like, there's no way there's any brain activity going on in there. The eyes are just, how they say the eyes are a window to the soul. Well, that window was empty. I mean, there was nothing there.
Yeah, because we said about that too. I mean, come on, he's high profile. If you could talk, you'd put out at least an audio or a video, and it's just so fishy that they aren't. That's why I think it's.
You can tell he's not good because they still. You see all in the photo they just released last night or this morning. They got him propped up. There's he's still in a hospital bed. He's got a bunch of pillows behind him because he's like Weekend at Bernie's, and Chow is sitting there kind of holding him up with the pillows behind him, and his eyes are just kind of staring off into space, and his mouth is agape, and they kind of fish the sides up to make him look like he's kind of smiling, but you can tell they just pulled a shirt over him.
Maybe he's an organ transplant candidate, you know? I don't know. I wouldn't want his brain, though, because it's abnormal.
I wouldn't want anything from that put into me. No way.
I just think it's real funny that somebody that high profile doesn't put out a regular video or an audio, and I'll just say it over and over again because it would stop all the questioning, and then there wouldn't be nothing to talk about, and he's not doing it.
But you're right, because he is not with us. They might have kept the organism, the body alive.
Hey, everybody. Hi, here's me, Senator McConnell. I'm recuperating. I'll be back to work soon. It's not hard to do.
That's all you got to do. And you could do that if you're literally on your deathbed. You're about to die. Okay, Mitch, all we need is about 13 seconds from you, you know. Hi, here I am. But, you know, he can't even do that.
Yeah.
You could tell he's completely gone.
We were talking about, George and I were, somebody just brought it up. I think, who just brought that up? Bernadette Universal, about Kay Granger. And I was telling George that one, was it yesterday or the day before, that she was in an Alzheimer's facility for a long time and still supposedly voting in Congress and everything till somebody found out. And then all of a sudden she had to magically retire. And so these people do this shit constantly.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a rule in the statute for that too, that they can't be missing for so many days without like something, I don't know what it was, but competency or something like that. And it was 34 days, I think, was the rule. And he's been gone way, way longer than that. And it was Andy Beshear was trying to get stuff out of him, and even the governor of the state can't.
Can I answer Blue Spring Mom?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The safest way is it's 50-50. I hate to be. The Uber would be the best.
So people that didn't know what Blue Spring Mom was asking was, is it safer for a taxi or an Uber, I believe, in New York City?
So I'm just responding to her. Anyway,
yeah, I know, but there's a whole thing going on here. So you want to try and include everybody.
Can anybody see what Blue Spring Mom says? Yes.
Well, there's people who are watching that may not see it.
You just have trouble with Ubers, George. I don't know if I would take your advice on that.
Well, Ubers, one guy grabbed them out of
I don't know if you could really get Ubers in New York City because of the taxi medallion thing, right? Isn't that?
No, yeah, we can.
Oh, you can. Okay.
They got the private limos. They do.
Yeah, so
they do Uber.
What's an Uber?
An Uber is similar to an Uber.
Driver that goes Uber.
It's just like, does it come over here?
Yeah.
It goes from
does an Uber come over here?
There.
It takes you to the thing. It comes from over there, and it takes you over to the thing when you want to go over to the thing over there.
But it'll take her. It'll take her somewhere. It'll take her somewhere.
Yeah, they just announced that they just announced this morning on the news. They got 80,000 jobs, and now top story on NBC News. U.S. economy lost 23,000 jobs.
Well, they did. No, they did. That's apparently they thought they were going to have 80,000 more or something, but there's something happened with that.
No, I think Sean, they thought they were going to have quite a bit more than 80,000, but it came in at 80,000.
Oh, is that what it was?
I thought
80,000.
Yeah, but what they say is they lost 23,000 jobs, and not about the positive stuff. They have to say that they expected 23,000 more, but they lost 23,000 jobs. So instead of saying that they gained the jobs, they have to make it negative.
Yeah.
And then it says here, opinion, Iran is moving its tanks decades as a military plan taught me. What is these people? Oh, let me see if I got this picture. This is a very good statement by Rogers that's running against what the fuck happened? I can't take this. Nothing's working here.
What happened?
I don't know.
What happened?
Roger said something. Well, let me tell you what he said. Roger made a statement. The guy that's running against Alibaba.
Alibaba, chop your head off.
Mike Rogers from Michigan against El Fayed from Michigan.
Abdul,
so Mike Rogers, the Republican nominee.
El Fayed, chop your head off.
Wait, you're talking about the Republican nominee, correct?
Okay. Republican nominee Mike Rogers. It says U.S. Senate candidate Mike Rogers. It doesn't say he's Republican, but since you say he was Republican, yes, he is Republican. Plus, he used to be a prick anyway. I spent years hunting terrorists and bringing Osama bin Laden to justice. Never in a million years did I think that I would be running against someone who believes America deserved 9/11.
Yeah. Good for him just saying it, but Mike Rogers is a rhino piece of shit.
I just said that before. I knew what he was.
Yeah. No, I agree. I was just agreeing with you, Sean. I mean, sorry, George.
He was a big anti-Trumper, and plus,
Yep.
he was a big what do you call Ron DeSantis fan when he was running for president.
Yep. The only thing he's got going for him is he didn't ride in here on a magic carpet or anything like that.
Yeah, that's it.
Can I ask you guys a question?
What?
You just did.
So you're right. So let me ask another one. So in New Jersey, we have a no plastic bag law, right? You can't get plastic bags at grocery stores or whatever. I don't know. Does any other state have anything like that?
Yeah. California started that.
Oh, did they?
What I love is originally California had a no plastic bag law. Well, wait, I'm sorry. First of all, they passed a plastic bag law saying you have to have plastic bags because the paper bags means they're cutting down all the trees. Then once everybody moved to that, then they said you can't have plastic bags. It's got to be paper because plastic is killing all the whales in the ocean. And now they've come full circle and it's back to you can have plastic bags, but you got to frickin' pay for them.
So you're ready for so we don't have we're not allowed plastic bags, but you know what they're getting ready to pass in New Jersey now?
Gas?
Well, no, a no utensil law. So like if you get takeout food and stuff like that, you can't get plastic spoons or forks. So Trix, I got a video of people preparing for this in Jersey real quick. It's a short one because I always play short ones. Here's an ice cream place. People preparing for the no utensil bill.
Here you go. Do you want a spoon with that? No, thanks. I'm good.
It's so stupid. I can't believe they would do that with no utensil. I mean, come on. People don't have silverware in there. You could just start carrying silverware in your car for to-go meals.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy. You're not gonna, like if you get you get whatever if you're at work and you get a takeout delivery or whatever, they're not gonna. I mean, I'm sure restaurants are still going to be giving us up, but they're probably, what are they going to do? They're going to threaten them that they're going to take their license away from them, right? That's what they're doing.
Yeah, so everybody's going to have to bring some utensils with them. You want to keep some in your car, keep them in the center console. So
Chris Eppolito's in the chat. Chris Eppolito's in the chat, and he says the no utensil law started 8/1. I didn't know it started yet. Oh wow, Chris, thank you. I want to stand at area drive-thrus and hand out a fistful of utensils.
There you go. You want to see that rocket thing?
The utensil man. What rocket thing?
The rocket thing about the
rocket is the thing.
Yep, let's rock and roll.
Overnight, a rocket accidentally slammed into the moon. No, this is not a movie plot or an alien invasion. But as CBS News senior national correspondent Mark Strassman explains, it's real and might actually be a good
thing. All right.
What happened?
I don't know. Took the whole thing. I don't know.
What'd you do, George? Hit the play button, George. Hit the thing. Hit the thing. That's 2 minutes.
Overnight, a rocket accidentally slammed into the moon. No, this is not a movie plot or an alien invasion. But as CBS News senior national correspondent Mark Strassman explains, it's real and might actually be a good thing.
Ignition.
When SpaceX launched this Falcon 9 rocket into orbit early last year,
Separation confirmed.
No one expected its second stage would drift and keep drifting all the way to the moon's Earth-facing side. It crashed there early this morning with a force of nearly 3 tons of TNT.
There's only so many times where events like this will occur, and it gives us a chance to understand how the atmosphere of the moon works. It's happened twice in my lifetime.
Meteoroids, space rocks, pelt the moon every day. like this one in 2013. But rarely do scientists have enough notice to study the impact of a man-made object in real time. NASA's intentional crash in 2009 confirmed the existence of water ice in the moon's craters. The overnight explosion involved a 4-ton piece of the SpaceX rocket stage slamming into the lunar surface at 5,400 miles per hour. The crater it created could be 100 feet wide and 16 feet deep. Unintentional, although SpaceX says it followed all appropriate rules and regulations.
What has happened is essentially a mixture of solar activity and gravity forces have put it on a path towards the moon.
Around the world, scientists watched intently, including at the Lowell Discovery Telescope in Arizona. They're hoping to pull apart more of what the moon is really made of.
Are moments like this likely to be a reminder that we don't know the moon all that well at all?
Yeah, to me, that's very much the larger picture here.
SpaceX has finally made it to the moon, however, accidentally. I'm Mark Strassman.
Hello, Mark Strassman.
Has anybody got any footage of interviews with the little green men on the moon to see what they thought of the crash?
There's a little guy running around. We saw that one. We saw that little guy.
I did. I went last.
Hey, you need a ride to the party?
Wait, you guys are actually serious?
Hey, I got to interview him last night.
Perfect. See that are we going to see that video next week? That
Yeah, is that for Monday?
Yeah.
Or is that going to be Wednesday?
Huh?
Could you play that again?
What, the alien
Why,
thing?
were you trying to look up the dress, George?
Yeah, let's check it out.
Knowing you.
Hey, you need a ride to the party?
Wait, you guys are actually serious?
No, I didn't
Now,
see it.
you
I was looking up.
I don't know why. I'm not sure what is more trusting of Trixie. First, throwing her purse to people that she doesn't know, or second, jumping in a vehicle and taking off with people she don't know. I don't know which is more crazy there. Can we...
it's disgusting. It's like a thing.
Technically, Sean, those were not people she doesn't know. Those were alien life forms she doesn't know.
Were they illegal aliens or legal aliens? I'm not sure.
No, I think those were legal because that was a pretty nice ride they were riding.
Yeah.
Well, see, they gave me a ride and I did an interview at the same time. So
Wow.
I'll find out what kind of aliens.
Stay tuned Monday for Trixie's one-of-a-kind interview then.
Yeah. I have all kinds of little tidbits on the side you guys don't know about. Someday you'll get them.
But going back to the previous CBS News story, when they're talking about they're hoping to find out what the moon's made out of, I mean, seriously? You know, everybody knows it's Havarti. A lot of people used to think that it was, cheddar. Or
what did you say?
It's
I
Havarti.
said something very interesting yesterday. Remember why they made that crash into the room?
Yeah.
Maybe they analyzed
It was kind of what they said in the clip, but I think they did that to check out what the moon is actually made of. And because before when they did it, it rang, so it could be hollow. And there's a point to that.
There's there's still the ranging rover that's on the moon there that takes up samples, so that could get a little dusty.
You know what? I agree with what Red Ginger just said in the chat.
What'd you say?
CBS News trying to dump on Elon.
Yep.
I would agree with that.
I was going to say that earlier. I totally agree with that.
Hey, who wants to hear about Fauci?
He wants to hear about what?
About Fauci, how much of a scumbag he really was.
Did you see his wife giving people the finger?
Yeah, we saw that.
Did you see that?
You know who she used to work for?
Well, she's taller than him.
She was CDC and NIH too. She was also doing the same shit as him, and that's why she covered for him.
Time might get coming up. We can play this video. We can play this video. Show what it's.
I'm trying to.
And the polio vaccine. And guess who's behind it all? Dr. Fauci.
Yeah.
AIDS came about as an act of man, not as an act of God.
In the late 50s, scientists were in the Congo testing polio vaccines on Africans.
scientist named Hilary Kaprowski cultured the polio vaccine in the kidney cells of chimpanzees.
Something like HIV may have existed in primates for millions of years, but it had never had a huge outbreak in humans. During the research, other primate viruses had already contaminated the vaccines. Despite these risks, between 1957 and 59, scientists test this oral vaccine on indigenous Africans without informed consent.
It's just devilish.
For 2 years, these scientists administer millions of doses in Kinshasa. And by the end of the study in 1959, in the same city, is the first major outbreak of HIV.
It's evil.
Federal health officials say as many as 1 million Americans may have been infected with the AIDS virus.
A mystery disease known as the gay plague.
Even without any connections to the polio vaccine and the origin of AIDS, people were enraged at Reagan and Fauci for how they were handling the pandemic. Activists like Michael Petrellis even stormed the NIH.
Anthony Fauci, I piss on you. I promise you we'll give you the data. I do think there is still a conspiracy.
You are a politician. Fauci was hated by almost all people suffering with HIV. He was arrogant and condescending.
I think that you may be naive in understanding how you can get things done in Washington.
Fauci was already under fire for failed treatments like AZT.
Abandoned cancer chemotherapy treatments that were taken off the shelf.
Then in the late 90s, the story comes out in Rolling Stone about the oral polio vaccine and connections to the origin of the pandemic.
Why and how?
There were several mysteries that
Fauci was already on the rocks with the black community.
To tell us what to do, how to treat our bodies, and how to live a more...
Around this time, he was working on an AIDS vaccine. And a story about a vaccine tested on black people accidentally causing a pandemic that was ravaging the black community was not good PR for him or for science. Over the next couple years, a series of papers come out debunking the polio theory. Fauci promotes some of that work, saying that the theory was dead. The crazy coincidence is some of those papers were written by Bob Gary, Andrew Rambo, and Eddie Holmes. The same guy's given a big ask right before the pandemic broke out. Anyone seeing a pattern here? It's all the same people. And they apparently have written the same type of papers for the last 20 years.
Totally consistent.
After all, viruses only come from nature. The story Fauci loves to tell.
Now, it is just mind-boggling to me how quickly people forget what this psycho has done. And when he teamed up with his little butt buddy Bill Gates, they have been brutal.
Yep, Bill Gates. What gets me about this whole thing, how much Bill Gates was involved in all the stuff. His purpose is to cut down the population of the world. For some reason, what is it in his effing business? Africa's still starving. People there are all starving. They're still undernourished there and everything else. And they did used to use that area there because of the undernourished and stuff, experimental drugs. So I mean, but he's been doing this for years. And look, and they still trusted him for coming out about the vax for the COVID. This is what the point is. You know, he came out with all this shit, all the past stuff that they have on him, and they still trusted him about this COVID vaccine. That fucked everybody up. So
I had the picture there of Fauci and his wife. It's I guess she was driving him out of the home, and I guess there was people there, and look at her give him the finger.
She can't even do that good. You're supposed to keep it upright and stiff.
She got arthritis
very stiff. Yeah, not like this. She's like,
she got arthritis. She got arthritis in the finger.
That's from back. I got something nasty to say.
Oh, she pulled it out of his ass and then pulled it up.
Oh, I was going to say that.
Yeah, she's putting half effort into that, George.
Well, that's what Trixie was thinking, but I said it.
Yeah,
yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's from crawling up there to get the bug out of his ass all the time. That's what it's. He's such an evil little shit.
You see this woman?
Look at him. Wait, look at him.
Once they go to jail or whatever the hell's got to be done, you watch this woman sing like a fucking canary.
Look at him putting out the garbage. It would be good if somebody ran out there and threw him in the freaking bucket, right?
Hey,
that must be the same thing. It looks like it's the same shirt.
Did everybody hear there's going to be a big crusade rally in Dearborn, Michigan?
A big what?
A big crusade rally going to Dearborn, Michigan.
Afghanistan.
It's true.
Yep.
Especially when they did
there
the
as a roving reporter.
No, it's that Jack Lane. Jack Lane, with this other guy was organizing it too. The both of them did. It's going to be a lot of people going there. So what's that? You see the shit that's going on with England, right? So
no, what happened?
No, about all the protests against the Muslims there.
Well, there's
yeah, but unfortunately in the UK, that's a good way to go straight to freaking jail.
Yep.
You don't dare
Canada now too. Canada, you can't say shit in Canada, or they come to your house and arrest you. And they're going back on posts before the law even changed about hate speech and everything. They're going now.
Yeah.
So poor Terry, who's on Mike Schwartz show, he can't say shit because they'll come knocking on his door.
Oh, they will. You probably read about that, Trixie, how they just completely revised all their laws to give massive amounts of discretion to basically any government official. You say something that they find slightly offensive and they can put you right into prison.
Yeah. Who's the arbitrator of truth over there? Who?
Yeah, they are the government, and only the government. And but the thing is, even low-level government officials, I was reading that yesterday, and the way they've written some of this legislation, it literally defines hate. Okay, any speech that they consider hate speech, you can now go to prison for or face massive fines. And then they define hate as basically anything that, oh God, it was such
anything that offends anybody.
Yeah, basically, it was such a broad definition, and anything of. It was literally like thought police shit, anything of ill will toward other humans or something like that. And they are fucking crazy there. And you know what? I'll just say it. Anybody who goes to Canada, you're nuts. Okay. You're taking your life in your hands. It's just, God, what a shithole.
And how far are you from Canada?
I'm 17 miles.
Wow.
I actually have to drive slightly southeast to go to the nearest Canadian crossing.
Where do you go? You go to the
Blue Water Bridge. Well, I don't go because I won't go to Canada, but I got to drive southeast to get to the Blue Water Bridge, Port Huron, going into whatever they call Sarnia.
I used to go through Windsor, because I used to go over there and go gambling every once in a while, but. When gambling was.
It's just a gamble to go to Canada.
Yeah, I wouldn't go because if you put anything offensive on on your Facebook post, who's to say they're not going to come pick you up when you come to Canada?
And Sean, now you could be, say, my age. I'm 66 years old. I've never had a DUI, fortunately, knock on wood here, but I've never had a DUI. But I know people who you could have a DUI when, say, you're 22 years old. Now, fast forward, now you're 67 years old, 45 years later. Guess what? You are not allowed entry into Canada. Can't come in, period.
Really?
If you ever had even in the US, if you have any DUI on your record, you're not allowed into Canada.
Yeah, that's true. He's telling you the truth too. I mean, they will not let you in. You know what I did at the border? This was one of my friends. This is kind of funny. Hang on a second. I'll tell you real quick, Sean. They were bikers. And so, of course, when they came across from Canada, they stopped them and they wanted to search their bikes, right? Well, they took them into the little booth that they have over there on the border, and they didn't strip search them or anything, but they had them wait there while they went through the bikes. Well, these two young kids got pulled out of their car, and they were going to get searched and everything, and they were bringing the young kids. And my friend Leanne and Dick, they were walking out of the booth, and they looked at those two kids and they said, "Hey, you guys better keep a tight pooper because they're going to be looking at everything." And she said that those kids' faces just went pure white and their jaw dropped and everything. They thought they were really going to get strip searched. Sorry, but go ahead.
No, what I was going to say was just off of what Mark's comment was that, I mean, think about this. You could have a DUI 30 years ago. You go into Canada and they could restrict you from going into to just visit, not to live there, not to sponge off.
Yeah, you'll be denied entry.
Not to sponge off their taxpayers, not to get free housing, not to get free health care, not to get free food, not to as illegal does here, right? So here these people they come across and we give them all this shit, there you can't even get into entry just to go into Canada.
You know how many Canadians come down here for surgery?
Tons of them.
I don't know, but there's
majority of them.
You'll die up there. You'll be on a waiting list for 40 years for something that has to be done in the next 18 months.
Want to put that picture up? There's the rally. Christian Crusades, and you see who's there past what's his name? Lorenzo. He's a good guy too.
Wow, that's going to be interesting. That's going to be really interesting.
Well, there's going to be a lot of people up there.
And that's going to be in Dearborn. Wow.
A lot of people are going. A lot of people. A lot of different gangs.
Where's the date? I don't see a date.
Right there.
Tuesday, August 18th.
I see it. Yeah. Okay. Tuesday, August 18th. Interesting.
Mark, you may want to go with a veil on and just and do undercover videos.
Yeah. Little. I can just all you see is my eyeballs.
Yeah.
And this is going to keep on happening.
I'll make sure, Sean. I'll make sure to not shower for like a week and go out and do a lot of work outside in the heat. So I smell like them too.
Just do this. Cook a little bit of bacon. Put something on. Put some bacon underneath to protect you.
Yeah.
Be all right. Yeah, that'll be the videos coming out of that
with 3 pieces of bacon right around your neck. That's good too.
The videos coming out of that on the 18th will be pretty interesting. I would think to watch.
Yeah.
I hope there's some good videos.
So they're gonna be some good ones.
Tuesday. Yeah, we've almost been on for 2 hours, producer Trixie.
Yeah. I follow the Dearborn page on Instagram, so I'll have stuff the same day it's on there. It's the Dearborn City page. If you want to find out anything they're doing, follow them on Instagram. They post everything, all the traffic stops when they get Muslims, all kinds of stuff. It's pretty interesting. And they usually have everything with Jake Lang when he's there too, complete coverage.
Well, they were throwing rocks at him. He was preaching, and they tried to. Then he went in the cop car. They were going after him on that. These people should know their place, and they don't know their place. I mean, no respect for the law. They think they can get away with murder because of the bullshit that's there. So let's see what happens with this. There's going to be a lot of people.
George, there's no place there's no place to know when your goal is take over.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
There's no place to know, right? So that's the
and they're doing it. They're trying to do it. People can't believe it. We're gonna think like, oh, what happened here? Oh, look at this. Oh, they're here. There's gonna be a lot of bloodshed. That's what I can tell you.
Yeah, there will be. Well, I guess it's about that time for us.
Not bloodshed, but
let's hope America stands up. Mickey could help bring Terry down.
All right, Trixie, you're going to send us out, or?
Yeah, I'm having a little.
Are we here until you make a sandwich?
I'm having a little episode. Yeah, I had a tech problem on the side here with my clips. I don't know what happened, so it's taking me a second here to get some music to go out to. I don't know what I did. I hit something and I minimized something, and I can't find out what I'm supposed to maximize again.
George, you got to sing for us?
Yeah, George could sing for us. Huh?
Everybody have a good weekend. And
hit the thumbs up. That would be nice. Hit the thumbs up if you like no echo.
Yeah.
Oh, so listen to this. Wait. So Chris Eppolito just sent me.
What a mess I inherited.
You tell that guy to shut up, Mark. Who does he think he's president or king? He must think he's king.
He must think he's king.
So Chris Eppolito just sent me I guess a slide. I guess he was looking up the thing about Canada not allowing people to entry, like because of DUI. Apparently, it's not just Canada. It's Canada, Mexico, Australia, New Zealand, Japan, China, and other countries in in Malaysia and stuff like that. It's pretty,
You want to play? Want me to play a song?
No, I got one. I was just waiting for Sean to finish.
I'm going to beat you to it. I want to play this one.
I don't hear a thing.
My name is Shane Jenkins, Enrique Tarrio, Robert Morris, Daniel Caldwell.
My name's Mickey.
My name's Pete Schwartz, Barry Ramey, Ryan Nichols,
Deborah Mamone, Olivia Pollock,
John Nassif, Jordan Mink, George White Wolf Riley, Robert Gieswein, Kyle Fitzsimons,
Adrienne Southern,
Andrew Taki,
Jessica Watkins,
Timothy Hale, John McHugh, Billy Cressman.
This anthem means a lot to me because it's what held us together.
Against the odds, our faith that our days of this nation will be renewed is still there. We've formed bonds that can never be broken.
I, along with my brothers and sisters, weathered the storm.
We will never stop fighting for this country.
And my friends and my brothers that also helped me through this tough time.
Because we are what makes this country the greatest country on this planet.
And this moment and this anthem is living.
We sing for all the people who never made it home. Through us their stories will be told. We stand as one, united in this fight for liberty. Justice for all, our voices ring, the anthem of the free.
Hey, freedom ain't free, no, it comes with a price. Rest in peace, Charlie, can't believe they took your life. Didn't make it back home to your children and wife. By any means, we have to keep freedom of speech alive. Hey, rest in peace, Corey, all the fires that you fight. To the cops and military that been fighting day and night, so we could have liberty and our God-given rights. To all the mothers and fathers that's just trying to protect their child. Hey, freedom worth dying for, dreams worth fighting for. God got us, I promise, that's the reason I smile. Protesting with our voice and our presence and our words. We ain't killing people for disagreeing, man, that's absurd. We ain't burning down cities cause we pray to the Lord.
We sing for all